Paying for Netflix will raise your credit score.
No wonder I've been held down for so many years. I've never paid for Netflix.
I saw this thing and I was laughing about it. I'm just like, wait, what? So paying for Netflix, raising your credit score, and this was actually quoted by Experian, which is one of the three credit bureaus out here.
Hmm.
Experian's a big one. I would consider them being number one, and then maybe TransUnion number two, and I forget what the third one is. But normally there's three places that you get your credit score here in the States. Experian being like the number one, but they also look at the other ones. So they quoted this, and this was funny. This was hilarious. In that same exact link where I saw Experian quote this, right below it, subscribe to Netflix here using our discounted
no,
code.
you're joking.
I'm like, wait a second. Hold on. Is Netflix getting desperate now?
No. Is it Netflix getting desperate, or has the credit bureau sold out? Because now they're using affiliate links. Your credit rating has now been brought to you by Netflix. What are we going to see next month? It's now been brought to you by Hellboy.
Well, okay, so here's the other thing. I don't think Experian is getting a payout on this on every single person that clicks on it. I think what's happening is Netflix went over to Experian, or maybe Experian to Netflix, and said, here is a wad of money for you to promote us. We're not going to pay you for every single affiliate person that comes through, but use this link, use your code. Here's a grip ton of money.
It's the same crap. If it's an affiliate or a sponsor, they're still selling out.
The way I see it, I don't even care what the hell Experian's doing. Why the hell is Netflix allowing a freaking credit company to do this?
You know what?
To me, this looks desperate. This, to me, Netflix. I've been looking at stats. Fourth quarter of 2020, Netflix had the worst subscription turnout in a very, very long time. They actually also had a lot of cancellations in the fourth quarter also.
Yeah.
Sure. A lot of people are starting to get fed up with the $20 or whatever it is that they're charging a month. Yeah. They're saying, screw this. There's nothing on Netflix for me to watch anyway. So people are now starting to smarten up and saying like, ooh, Disney Plus, they have all the Marvel, they got all the Star Wars, they got all the Disney, they got Pixar, then they got National Geographic. And they're just like, hey, if I line up with my Disney Plus, I can get their 3 app package deal that includes Hulu and ESPN. And it's cheaper than Netflix. I think it's like cheaper than like I think it's like $8 cheaper.
I'm not going to get into my whole rant about how 2021 is the year of the companies that sell out, because we look at the COVID bill, and it was 550 pages of companies that had no business being anywhere, and now you have Netflix in cahoots with the credit companies. I'm not going to go into a whole different rant about how companies are selling out all over. I'm not going to do it. Not on this episode. Maybe on another one. But on one hand, yes, I agree with everything you just said. On the other hand, I think that Netflix is trying to uphold what's called a retail value. And now if you look at things like Google, they're bundling their services into other products with other manufacturers. So instead of bringing their price down, they're leaving their price high to say, we are worth this, so that when they're bundled into other products, you're getting it for free. Now, you're only getting it for free for a certain period. And then when that time runs out, you have to decide if you want to keep Netflix or not. Now, who knows if they're going to come out or launch certain promotional packages for bundled products in the future. Like if you have the Google Nest or whatever it's called, and you have the hub, and you have Netflix with it. Everybody who has that package gets Netflix for 50% off for the next year when it runs out. Who knows, right? But it could just be to uphold the value of their company to their investors.
Maybe.
Because
Maybe.
they don't have things like ESPN and Hulu like Disney Plus does. So they can't necessarily compete in the same playing field. They have to figure out a different marketing strategy.
Well, for sure they do, but I think what they need to do is they need to look at themselves and say like, okay, we started this streaming juggernaut over a decade ago. Not only did we start this huge streaming platform across the world, we took out a lot of different businesses.
100%.
So with all that being said, it's they should really look at themselves and be like, okay, we've made our money. We have exclusives. We have like a huge library. Now, do we really want to charge? And I just pulled it up. $17.99 a month. $17.99 a month. And it's for me, when I look at that bill and I'm like, okay, $18. You're going to charge me $18. I better have the most popular movies and TV shows on your platform. And if I don't, I better get some kind of live streaming service in here that will take care of at least some of my basic stuff. And if I don't, I better have, here's my third one, I better have something that I really like a genre. If I got to scale back, you guys better be covering my a genre that I absolutely love. Now, here's the thing. Here's the sad part about it. I'm huge into Marvel. I'm huge into comic books and stuff like that. And they have the best movies and TV shows that are out. It's not on their Netflix platform. They lost all kinds of rights to everything. Who knows why? The biggest reason is Disney Plus says, we don't need you guys.
Yeah.
We're out of here. The third one that I had mentioned, I'm moving it up to number 2, is my genre, because one of my most popular genres is comic books. And you don't have anything. What do you have? I'm Batman. Dude, your Wonder Woman movie is horrible. Your Batman movies, the new ones, freaking Ben Affleck, really?
But I feel like they would do a better job if they focused on the comedy genre. Like if they said you can only find Dave Chappelle on Netflix. You can only find your favorite comedians on Netflix. And if they said, our comedy genre is exclusive, you can't get it anywhere else, because those people aren't licensed to Disney. They're not licensed to Hulu and that kind of stuff. That would be a very good marketing. You know what I mean?
They need to bundle up with a Comedy Central, or they need to bundle up with the Kevin Hart Productions, like stuff like that.
And if they could include the comedy live streams, like the comedy channels, like do a whole comedy rehaul inside of Netflix, that would be amazing. Like, I don't know why they haven't done this already, because they're paying some of their comedians like $50 million for these specials, right? Like Shondaland got paid what, $50 or $100 million to keep producing content for Netflix as well too. They're really investing into the comedy, but they're not selling it, I don't think, because there's a lot of comedy originals that are on Netflix that nobody knows anything about. It's the same reason that freaking Quibi died.
That's what I'm saying. They should have picked up Quibi.